If I made love to if I made love to Garnet, would that count as a threesome? And one. What would you do if I just started saying that randomly? And one. And I did a jump
just
like
just standing randomly and just do a jumping jack and say and one.
Here we go.
Imagine you're like
And one.
at a Taco Bell and they're like, what do you want? And you're like, oh, can I get two burrito supremes, please? And you're like,
Can I get a yellow
okay.
lever?
Shut up. Like, can I get 2 burrito supremes? And like, all right, coming right up. And then you just turn around and you just go and one and do a jumping jack
Why
and
does
then
this
walk away.
take place at Taco Bell?
I like Taco Bell.
Read. I don't want to. I don't feel like it anymore.
Fine.
Yeah, I guess I'm just on the edge since this is my first date, my first living experience, and I wanted it to be special between you and me, my creator.
I can't do this alone. Well, I always make mistakes. I'm not perfect. You're a perfect one. No, you're the perfect one.
Give me your hand.
You're perfect.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I'm sorry. You're not.
Okay, I'm not on your level.
I'm not.
I'm not.
No
I'm
one's
not a
perfect.
goddess
No
like
one's
you. Okay.
Okay, that
I'm
might
not
be true.
I'm not a goddess like you.
Okay. Let me just say something. Let me just say something. No one's perfect. And I think I brushed my hand on your penis just now.
Wait, what?
Nick, you told me that you always wished you could be in Steven Universe Land and be a crystal gem with them.
I would love to do that. I would have it on my forehead, just like Pearl.
Yeah.
And it'd be called the dark diamond. And I would pull it out of my forehead and be a giant sword. Dude, I would look so badass. And I'd be Steven's kind of best friend, like we'd be friends sometimes, then also enemies. And then at Dude, I just made up my own character.
That's
And so
and he would get mad at you because you know the part when Connie gets mad at him and stops talking to him.
yeah.
He would hate you because you would pick her up and then you would start dating her.
Yeah.
And he would be jealous.
Well, I'm just so hot, you know, because my character's called
The Dark Diamond.
the Dark Diamond, yeah.
But his human name is Bradley.
And I'm just so cool. Like, I'm pretty much the star.
And Steven's like, why you not like me? And because he's really stupid and he doesn't know how to talk right.
Well, you know what, Steven? I'm going to take Connie for myself, and you're going to like it because I'm just so cool. I'm just the most badass character. And you're going to forgive me because you're a little Steven boy.
And then you make out with Connie and all the crystal gems.
Mm-hmm.
Except Garnet, she transforms into the other two things that she is. And you make out with them.
I was like, I didn't agree to a foursome. Wait, would you call that a fivesome?
You, Connie, Pearl.
I want a foursome, not
the
a
purple Steven character, and then the other. That would be a sixsome. All right, let's.
Gay.
Don't. Oh, okay, good. What if your dad and your brother started kissing on the mouth?
What do you can't just say that.
Like, let's say you go downstairs one morning and your dad's like, bye, Xander, have fun at school. And he's like, bye, Dad, and he kisses him on the cheek, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, that's kind of weird, but I guess that makes sense. And they do that for like a few weeks, and you get kind of used to it. But then one day you go downstairs and it's like, bye, Dad, I love you. And they just kiss passionately on the mouth. And then he leaves.
I'd probably confront my dad about it, and he'd probably make up something like, oh, it's in the Bible.
Does he do that a lot?
No. Just made that up, you idiot.
C.
What? Chitty?
Chitty bang bang?
No. No. Oh, is it if that's it. Do you even know what that is?
No.
Chitty bang bang. If that's right, I'm gonna squeal. No, there's no way there's a movie called Chitty Bang Bang. There's a movie called Chitty Bang. There's a movie called Chitty Chitty. I'm looking that up.
Oh, that's a classic.
How's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang a class?
I don't know.
Were we supposed to know that?
I've never heard of such a thing.
Chitty?
I bet it's from the 60s.
Yeah, probably some.
I used to watch a lot of 60s movies when I was like 4 for some reason.
Oh yeah, it's a musical in the 60s.
Dude,
It's
maybe it's a suppressed memory from when I was 4 years old.
I feel like it's gonna be like The Baby. Hours.
She cooked the baby.
What, you do that?
She's
yeah.
still working in the kitchen. Hours passed.
Yeah,
And
she's cooking the baby.
Claire
She's
was-
kill-
You know what? Let's write an episode of Steven Universe.
right now.
Okay, the build up is that it's been like half a year since there's been a new episode, so everybody's waiting, right? And
It takes place after Steven in the Universe Future ended.
No, this takes place between that. This takes place when he's still a little boy.
So
So this is like people have been waiting for a long time for this one. Okay, it starts off.
all right.
Steven is in Lars's house, and Lars has an internal struggle because he wants to enter a talent show, but he
Okay.
doesn't know his talent.
Okay.
No, keep in mind, we got to make this episode realistic to what Steven Universe would do, and since it's been 6 months since there's been a new episode, you know it's going to be a sucky episode.
Yeah.
Okay, you continue the story.
Okay, so Lars is freaking out because he doesn't know what to do, and
Yeah.
he's like, Steven, I don't know what to do. It's just too hard. He was like, well, Lars, why don't you do your cooking skills? You know, you're really good at that. He was like, no, I'm too bad at it. He was like, well, you just have to try and find it.
Trying to find what his
Your talent, your hidden talent.
Okay, so they go all around town, like going to different like people.
Wait, no, but no.
It's like no, it's a
When they're
montage.
about to, Lars secretly like, I want you, Steve.
What? that's how Scoobert laughs. He's like,
And then when he cries, he's like,
yeah, that's how he cries.
I don't think he does the, I wish he did though. Whenever he cried, he goes,
I really like the Scoobert crying.
oh man, my clarinet.
He cries over his clarinet.
SpongeBob, you broke my clarinet.
He's like a little girl.
And he's like, what? And he was like, never mind. And he was like, come on, let's go, let's find your
No,
talent.
that's not in the episode.
No, that has to be.
No.
It's essential to the
No,
plot. It's
Lars is
essential.
not a homo.
Yes, he
I
is.
refuse. Lars. Okay, it's a.
Sadie's a homo.
That's true.
Didn't she like marry a big black guy or whatever, or marry a big black girl?
I don't know. I haven't seen much of it. Anyway, then it's a montage of him going around to all the shops on Beach City, and like talking to people and then like trying to help them with their job and see if like that's his talent. Because doesn't that seem like something they would do? Is like a montage of him trying to find his talent with different people.
Yeah, that's definitely.
And then every time he tries it, he looks over at Steven, and Steven nods. He shakes his head like, no.
Yeah, that's definitely something they do.
And then like,
So is this supposed to be like something? Oh, it's actually something they do.
and then yeah. Then after like a few minutes of the montage, it cuts back to Lars like flopping on his bed, like, man, I don't have a talent at all. Turns out his talent is making beds perfectly every time, very fast. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he messes up his bed. Or Steven flops on the bed, messes it up, and Lars goes, no, and then he does the thing where like a ninja like takes the sword out of his sheath and goes ching ching, puts it right back in, and then like the apple in front of him like slices in half.
Oh yeah.
He does that, but with his hands. He goes, and then bam, it's fixed. And
Wait, where do I go?
and then they go on stage on the talent show, right? And there's a bed there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lars makes the bed, and once he finally makes it, he makes it in like a second, and then everyone thinks he's a wizard, and they burn him alive.
Dude, that is not something they would do.
Yeah, it is. They're like, ew, he's pink!
Oh,
then-
but saying he was gay was going too far.
And then one guy in the back is like, burn him because of his pink skin. And then it's actually Rebecca Sugar actually made the episode about racism because her husband is black.
Wait, is her husband actually? Does she even have a husband?
I always thought she was hardcore lesbian, but she's actually married to the guy who made OKKO.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember once he was yelling at us because on a test, it said something like, "What is this?" and it was a picture of a dog, and someone wrote cat, and then he yelled at us, and he was like, "What is this?
That's funny.
What is this?"
Why do you yell at all of you? You should just yell at the
Yeah,
person with
he's
the
like-
name.
Like, I don't know who did this. I don't think he read his name. He's like, I don't know. No, I think they did. Whoever they did wrote their name, but he wanted to just make sure everyone knew.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "This is not okay. There's no way this whoever did. There's no way someone could be that."
He actually said that?
No, but I wish he did. He said, I think he said something like, "There's no way there's no way someone could be this dumb." He probably didn't say that, but I remember being super scared that I did that.
Oh. Like you didn't realize.
I remember when he was.
Don't unpause.
I'm
it.
pausing it so I can tell you.
No, you can still tell me.
Okay, fine. I remember sitting across from another kid, and the kid I was sitting across from could see the name on the paper,
Oh yeah.
and he looked at it, and then looked directly at me, and I was like, "What?" And he looked up again, and he looked back down at me. So I think I wrote cat on the dog. I thought that was really funny.
You're dumb.